Hi, guys. Hi, it's been far too long. Welcome to the Rumors and Lies show. And the theme song in the background is Nick and Aldo from way down under in Australia. And the song is called Rumors and Lies. Go out and buy that song. You know, I heard that song and I fell in love with it. And it's been about 2 years ago. And I heard that song. And I created my show on the internet. And I did like 30 shows. And then I was led to stop doing Rumors and Lies. Through YouTube taking down all my videos, but I'm going to be reloading them. I decided to continue with Rumors and Lies. So Nick and Aldo, thank you so much for recording this song. I love it. And it's gotten me to where I am now. So I always ask you, is it a rumor or is it a lie? Now, in the year, there are 127 days. I always give you a countdown, basically, of how many days are in the year. As of August 26, 2018, it is 127 days in the year. And on this day in 1939, TV was in its infancy, and it was the first time they televised a major baseball game. So can you imagine that? Now it's just something we take for granted. We watch these games like it's nothing. I'm not into sports, but some people are really into it and they don't even think about it. So we are down to the kind of last of the year. And, we got to make our goals. So on this Rumors and Lies, we're going to be counting down my version, my rendition of my, and I say me, it's just my opinion. You can't go away and get it twisted. It's just my opinion of the greatest soul singers of all time. Okay? Now, if you subscribe to my channel, back when I did You Create Your Own Reality, Diversity of the Minds Radio, I would ask you to come back and resubscribe. I'm going to be doing the reality check every day. And I do other things. But anyway, this is really mainly my baby, Rumors and Lies. So I'm not going to stop doing it. It's going to continue. It's going to be a weekly thing. Every Sunday that I create, it's just my opinion, and I will post it. Now, during this week, I would like to acknowledge Sonia. She has been a creating producer on my part, giving me some insight. So I want to acknowledge her. I want to acknowledge Carolyn Ballard. And we just keep it on moving. We just keep it moving. So go out and buy Rumors and Lies by Nick Lowe and Aldo, and I'm gonna spell it because I'm not sure of the correct pronunciation. It's Cirkovic, Kerverchi, because it is from Australia. Go out and buy that or download it. These guys deserve it. And I just want to thank them like we always do. So we just leave it at that. So, woo! I like that part, the punchline. So I am drinking. There's another lady on YouTube. She always drinks wine, but I've been drinking wine way before she was. Everybody drink wine. Ernest and Julio Gallo. That's all this is. So I'm just sipping it. Don't have to work tonight, and I am so glad I don't. And we're just enjoying Aldo and Nick because we hadn't heard this in so long, and I'm just enjoying the smooth sounds. And if you like radio, if you like internet radio, I'm going to give my buddy, my queen, a plug. Diversity of the Minds Radio, her, the Diamond Diva, DJ B1. You can catch them on my favorite show on Diversity of the Minds Radio, called The Quiet Storm. Get your wine, get your flowers, get your candles, and be with your sweetie on Diversity of the Minds. You can always check me out on YouTube and watch me. So with that being said, we will end that, and we'll get on to it with the countdown. All right? So again, it is just my rendition. That's all it is, my rendition. It's scripted. I wrote it. Of course, I get my research like everybody else off the internet in different places or whatever. But it's just my take on things. It's nobody else's. It's just my thing. And it's my number one, my top 10, my number one. You know, that's basically how it is. So we will start off at number 10. Otis Redding. Now you must have been in a hole somewhere if you don't know who Otis Redding was. Otis Redding was an American singer, songwriter. Unfortunately, he ended his life 15 days before Christmas, December 10th, 1967, at Lake Mohana, Madison. The Beechcraft airplane that they were riding in crashed in the lake. The weather has been played a part in it. There have been many conspiracy theories. I'll ask it like this. Is it a rumor or a lie that Otis Redding had a briefcase with money in it? Well, that's been a conspiracy theory about it. Unfortunately, that briefcase was never found. Okay, Otis was born September 9th, 1941. He was in his 20s when he passed away. He left behind 3 children. He was born in Dawson, Georgia, South Georgia. Okay. So I'll ask another question. Is it a rumor or a lie? Did everybody die in the plane crash? What do you think? Did you think everybody died in that plane crash? So Otis was traveling along with managers and different other people. And then a group called the Barcades was also traveling with him. It's no rumor, no lie. Everybody did not die aboard that plane. The person that survived was Ben Crawley. He was the lone survivor of that plane crash. Everybody else died except for Mr. Crawley. Mr. Crawley continued recording, making appearances, but he is no longer with us. He passed away in 2015. So that is our number 10. My number 10, Otis Redding. And number 9, Percy Sledge. Percy Sledge, or he was born Tyrone Percy Sledge. Okay, he was born November 25th, 1940. And he's most famous for a song called When a Man Loves a Woman. And I'm sure you know that song very well. I don't have to get into it. Otis Redding was sitting on the dock of the bay. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. It's kind of eerie when you play it. At least some people tell me it's depressing to them. But anyway, I like it. You know, it's a part in it where the guy goes, he whistles. I won't go through all of that. But anyway, I won't go through all of that. But anyway, you know the song. But Percy Sledge is most famous for When a Man Loves a Woman. Unfortunately, Mr. Sledge is no longer with us. He passed away in March 2006. He died of colon cancer. My number eight is known as the Wicked Pickett. The Wicked Pickett. Wilson Pickett, born in Prattville, Alabama. One of his most famous songs is In the Midnight Hour, Miss Mustang Sally. I'm sure a lot of people like that song. Mustang Sally. Better slow your Mustang down. So that is my number 8. I'm trying to not keep this too long because I know some of you all don't have the attention span. Number 7, my number 7, Betty Wright, better known as Bessie Regina Norris. Betty came to fame in the early 1970s with records called The Cleanup Woman. She hails from the great state of Florida, Miami, Florida. Now, I don't know whether you know this or not. One thing about Betty Wright is she has, everybody looks at Mariah Carey, I guess Celine Dion, but as far as coming from a sister, and I say this from sister to sister, she has this thing called the Whistler Register, where the flute is the highest form. Her voice is like a falsetto. And if you go back online, you can listen to some of her songs, The Cleanup Woman. But I guess one of her songs, Tonight is the Night You Make Me a Woman. And you know what the song is about. It's about a young girl giving away her virginity. And you listen to Betty on that song. And she has discovered many people in the business. One of the people she discovered was Gwen and George McCrae. Rock You Baby. I won't sing. But anyway, she discovered them. She also did a concert with the Shock Jock. And the Shock Jock here would be Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper is very nice. I met him, I guess, 2006 on a flight. Very nice gentleman. He does a lot of things here in the Southwest. But anyway, she sung with him and was on a concert with him in 1978. Number 6. So we rounded. Well, let's recap right quick. I'm going to recap right quick. We have number. Hold on. I should have had this together, but I don't. You know, I'm rusty. I got to get back into all of this again. So I'm fumbling and bumbling, and it is going to be long. So we have our number 10. Number 10 is Otis Redding. Number 9 is Percy Sledge. What did we say number 8 was? Number 8. Bear with me, guys. I'm rusty. 9. I'm sorry. I'm not with it today. Number 8 is Wilson Pickett. Number 7 is Betty Wright. Okay? So we're back on track now. Okay? We're back on track. Now, while we're going on with that, I want you to realize I do have some things for sale. If you go to my site on Google+, there is some jewelry, and it is called Jewelry by Rose. And the gems that I'm pushing or would like to sell is called Mercosite. All right, so you can go there and you can check it on Google+. All right, if you're interested in that type of merchandise, okay, you can email me at eloyce13@gmail.com. All right, so I want you to email me And we're going to be having, I know in the past I've done contests and it just didn't turn out the way. So I'm going to try to alleviate that this time. Okay? So with that short break, we're going to continue with the countdown. Number six, Denise LaSalle, born Aura Denise Allen, better known as Denise LaSalle. She is known as the Queen of Blues. Okay? One of her records were called Trap by This Thing Called Love. Trap by This Thing Called Love. And Run and Tell That. Run and Tell That. Unfortunately, Miss LaSalle is no longer with us. She suffered poor health, and in late 2017, she suffered with diabetes. Both her legs were amputated, and she passed away in January 2016. However, she was able to travel. She also opened up a supper club in her native town, and she was able to accomplish a lot of things. My number 5 is Millie Jackson, better known and born Mildred Virginia Jackson. Miss Jackson is a former model. She hails from the great state of Georgia, from Thompson, Georgia. Born July 15th, 1944, Miss Jackson is 74 years old. One of her most famous songs is called My Man is a Sweet Man. My Man is a Kind Man. That was one of her number one songs. She was nominated for a Grammy in the early 70s. And she has a daughter named Keisha, who's kind of famous. And a couple of more people, okay, in her family. She's not related to the Jackson Fives, even though people are mistaken by that. In 1977, Miss Jackson recorded a Merle Haggard song, If You're Not Back in Love by Monday. So she recorded it. She also did a ESP, better known as Extra Sexual Persuasion. So she's quite the lady. My number 4 is Candy Staten, or Staten. One of her most famous songs is called Young Hearts Run Free. Miss Staten was born March 3rd, 1940. She's been married 6 times. I'll ask the question like this. Do you believe Candy Staten was married to Clarence Carter? Is it a rumor or a lie? What do you think? You think she was married to him? She was. She's been married a total of 6 times. Okay? She's a very pretty lady. She was also on the TBN with Jan Kraus and Paul Kraus. Unfortunately, they are deceased, but they helped her launch her ministry. She does go from secular to gospel from time to time. She's also been married to another heavy hitter. He used to be with the Atlanta Braves. His name is Otis Nixon. She was married to him from 2010 to 2012. All right? My number 3 is Shirley Brown. Shirley Brown was born January 6, 1947 in West Memphis, Arkansas. One of her famous records is called Love, Building a Strong Foundation. Hit number 1 in 1974. Ms. Brown still continues to tour, make guest appearances, and everything from that nature. My number 2 is better known as the Godfather of Soul. And I had the privilege of meeting that Mr. Brown when I was 10 years old. He hails from the great state of South Carolina, where he was born, my hometown, Barnwell, where I was born, Barnwell, South Carolina. Born May 3rd, 1933. Departed his life on Christmas 26th, 16, better known as the Godfather of Soul. His legacy carries on for 50 years. Hits include Try Me, Please Please, labored as the hardest working man in show business. And one of my greatest, my number one, and my number one, you know who it is. She's no longer with us. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, born in Memphis, Tennessee. Her home, where she chose to make it her home, was Detroit, Michigan. And I'm going to back it up a little bit. James Brown came from a hard life, but he gave back to the community. No different from Miss Franklin. She did the same identical thing. She gave back to the community. She didn't look down on others. Even though they had their troubles, they still continued to give back to the community. A lot of people don't know this, but Aretha Franklin paid Angela Davis's bail. Miss Davis commented she never met the Queen of Soul, but she was moved by her generosity and what she did. And one thing about Aretha, she had pure, natural talent. We have a lot of people here today, they into this rap and all of this kind of stuff. But Aretha stood out. She will be sorely missed. You make me feel like a natural woman. I say a little prayer for you. I can just go on and on, categorizing her portfolio of songs. So I want to thank you, Miss Franklin. I've never seen you in concert, but you live on. Anybody can play your records at any time on Spotify, on YouTube, on anything. So I want to personally thank you for that. So that is my number one for August 26, 2018. So thank you for joining me for the new Rumors and Lies. So thank you guys. I will see you next week. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you real soon. Please subscribe. I need all the help I can get. All right? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye now.